Okay, here we go. Speak, Sell, Shine. All the way from Miami, we have Dr. Laticia Beatty, Dr. Laticia Nicole, as we call her. Uh, Congratulations. She was a Speak, Sell, and Shine cohort 2023, the first one. And I would say the people that go through it the first, they take the leap of faith. So I met Letitia Nicole, and she's always been an action taker. Met her years ago at first conference I had gone to in Fayetteville with Letitia, Lashonda Henry, and that was years ago. And she was there at that event. That was probably 10 years ago. I'm thinking maybe 15. I can't remember, but it was a long time ago, and it was a small group. It was probably, I don't know, 30 or so people. When I met Katrina there, I think I met Dr. It was a lot of people. Cheryl Wood, I think, was there, or either Lucinda. But anyway, Carol Sanka was there. Oh,
Mhm.
God, it was at the time we didn't know the power that was in the room, and all of us have grown up into big powerhouses in our own, and we've kind of gone into different things. Dr. Letitia Nicole runs Women Entrepreneur United. That is an organization that she runs. It's on Facebook, but it's also local in her area in North Carolina. But the thing that I want to bring everybody together for this is that Speak Sell Shine was a evolution of things that I've done over the years, and I fought it tooth and nail because I really didn't want to do an event, and I definitely didn't want my first event to be offsite, right? So one of the things that it was in Washington D.C. the first year, it was at the press club, and it was like, what am I doing? And I hand selected different people from around the country that were speakers that want to go to the next level. Dr. Letitia Nicole was one of those. And it was an evolution of different programs because she, like I said, I met her years ago at one event I was a part of. And then over the years, I had another program, the Branding Accelerator. She was a part of that as well. And then we were also on Clubhouse during COVID. Remember that. And and she actually was on COVID pretty regularly, and then now has her own Clubhouse group and has grown. It's every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and she has done that religiously for about 10 years or so. Very consistent. I want to say she's very consistent. So Dr. Letitia Nicole has also been on the cover of Speakers Magazine 2 or 3 times. Is it two? 3 times, 3 times. And then you were on the cover of Your Success for this year, but you're going to be on one for next year. But whenever she's on the cover, she hosts an event. And I tell everyone that hosting an event is the best way to really build your own personal brand. You get marketing assets, you get to bring in the people who are part of your tribe. And she does an excellent job with that. And she also does it as a fundraiser for seniors and things like that. She did the big hat brunch. She did just recently, you did the other event. She is one of the powerhouses. But let me just tell you a little bit about Speak Sell Shine, and then I'm gonna let Dr. Letitia Nicole talk about what it is that she got out of Speak Sell Shine, because I know I don't want to hold her too long. She's out in Miami. She's got things to do. So this year, October 8th and 9th at the Howard Theater is where we're going to hold this event. We're going to have dinner at the press club, the National Press Club, on the evening of Tuesday. But the reason why we chose Howard Theater, first of all, you know that I produce Speakers Magazine, right? It's Speakers Magazine is the 7-year-old publication that I've been putting together. So over the years, things have been reiterating, from me doing online programs to doing PR coaching to doing mentoring to doing Ready, Set, Go, Speak, Branding Accelerator. And eventually it got to the point where it's like, I need to have hands on with people in an event where I give them assets as well as training. And the training that I really want to give them was sales training in terms of how to really pitch and put themselves out there on a regular basis to get speaking gigs and media opportunities. That is why the press club was involved. That's why we traveled to DC so they can meet some of the national media. That's why we had Willie Jolly at our event and Dr. Cheryl Wood at our event last year, and they'll be there this year at this event. So Speak Sell Shine was that event that I didn't want to do, but it ended up doing because it was like God was just tapping me on the shoulder and said, "Hey, it's time for you to take that small cohort and actually pour into them." And what do they get? First of all, they get a professional photo shoot. So that's one of the things. They get marketing, video, and photo. So marketing and photo videos are not just like, oh, just so you can have them, but I actually show them how to use them. They have makeup artistry as well. They get, before the interview, for an media interview, they get media training. They get, the photos are, when I say photos, they get, this year they're going to get roughly almost about 100 photos of them on stage and them throughout the 2 days. So they're marketing photos of them at the iconic Howard Theater. I chose a Howard Theater because I love the way it looked. I saw it and it's very iconic. It's almost like an Apollo kind of a feel, where people who have been of stature, from Billie Holiday to Louis Armstrong to Mary J. have been at the Howard Theater. Anybody who's anybody has been performing at the Howard Theater. So it's a big stage and it has been remodeled. So it's an actual stage, not a platform, but a stage. And I wanted to have that look, that very how do I say it? That very detailed kind of lighting look, not a platform. So that's why we chose a Howard Theater. The other thing is that we're going to have the video footage is like a TEDx talk style, a two camera shoot. I think it's two or three, but anyway, but weeks before the talk, we'll actually have training by Ryan Dorn, who's a sales trainer who gets booked 40 to 60 times a year, virtual and in person, to do trainings on sales. So he is a partner with me on this, and he will train you on how to deliver that talk. He's an Emmy Award winning winner and also a motivational speaker. So that particular what you're going to have the video footage, the entire, but then we're going to take that footage and actually give you the sizzle reel. Okay. So that part is really, really important because, like I said, the Howard Theater is so pristine. So that part. So the talk is about 10 minutes. So that out of that, we're creating your highlight and your sizzle reel. Then we're going to take scenes within Howard Theater. So you have footage for that. We have a gentleman that's coming from Atlanta who does movies that will be following you around and actually taking footage of you at the Howard Theater as well. This is so that you can have this kind of footage for your content for the rest of 2025, right? So you can have it for your press page, you can have it on your website, have it for your social media content, but you need that content of you with your makeup on and the image consultant consulting with you on how you should be presenting yourself on that particular 2 days. We're going to give you a one sheet. Obviously, that's one of the things that is like your main go-to that you need. And then you're going to get a press release. You'll also get a database of media outlets as well, of event planners and association and podcasters. We're giving you that as well, but just not just giving it to you. What's going to be different, Laticia Nicole, from this year is that I'm going to be with them and walk with them for a year to make sure that they're knowing how to use these particular uh, materials, the outlets. Okay, how to pitch. You got the outlets, event plans. What do you say? How do you pitch it? You've got the materials. Now, what do you do? So I'll walk you through that. The other thing that we're going to do afterwards is we're going to take your reels and outreach to meeting planners that are in the database of myself and Ryan, because now you got the footage. So we've got the speaker reel. So we're going to be doing outreach, personal outreach that fits your niche for that. The other thing too, because I'm a publicist, you're going to have stories placed. So I'm going to have stories placed for you individually on USA Wire, New York Weekly, Speakers Magazine. Laticia Nicole was in that December issue. If you find that there. And then also to in Newsbreak as well. So we're going to do that. Those are stories, individual, different stories. And then support after the event, not just the 2 days, but the support afterwards from Ryan and myself, event wise, 6 weeks where we're on Zoom with you, but then also to the rest of the year with me, to making sure that you're getting all the press, getting all the, taking advantage of all the opportunities. And then when I see you kind of slacking, I'll just say, hey, what you doing? No, I'm just kidding. But Laticia Nicole knows I'll do that. The other thing is that you'll have a workbook of all the different resources and things like that. And then dinner at the press club with the media that Tuesday night. And there's a media roundtable as well, where you can ask them anything. And then the other part is that you get the membership to the Ready, Set, Go Speak. So the value of all that, just dollar value of that, is about $30,000, about $30,000 of all of those things. And that's one of the things that I really was just struggling. Like, if I'm starting out today and speaking, what are the things that I need? What is the support I need? Who do I need to connect with? What do I need to say? So it's like I've got not the what, but also the who. So that's really the difference between, it's not just the what to do, but who is going to be there. So Sharon Morton will be doing the interviews. Sharon, so she's with Sirius XM, and then I'll have some other people there, probably Vicky doing the other interviews, and then there's someone there from Black Information Network as well. So it's a whole bundle of things, but it's so that you can be set for the following year, for 2025, because October 7th and 8th is the beginning of that October, November, December, that last quarter of the year. So all of October, we're putting together your materials. November, you're really like, okay, ready, set, go. And December, you're in the magazine. And then January, it's like, okay, what's your plan? Let's work your plan. Let's execute. And let's see what happened. So what happened in your 2024, Miss Dr. Laticia Nicole?
So, for one, I want to say thank you for having me here, because everything you do is so amazing. And just being connected to you has definitely changed the trajectory of my brand. And like you said, it's not just the what, it's the who. And so, what Speak Still Shine has done is that it will catapult you in your branding, because it will put you in the rooms with the next who's, as Dr. Pam is teaching you what. And so I truly appreciate that, because I've been on more podcasts. I've been on more stages. I've been booked more. This year has been simply amazing, tiresome, because I have my own events, but I have been booked and busy. Okay. And booked
And
and
your
busy.
online has grown.
Yes, it has grown. Booked and busy, and on, my online has grown, and my brand has expanded internationally. I have connected myself with more like-minded women entrepreneurs, because that's what my brand attracts. Women and girls who wants to conquer their fears and do more, right? And so I appreciate what you bring to us entrepreneurs, us you, as you like to call me, you say, Laticia, you are a influencer. And
Yes.
so you bring more people for me to influence, and all I have to do is shine my light, and then and illuminate, and then they are attracted to the light and they come. So I would encourage anyone, and I was about to go into ministry mode, but those who know I love the Lord. I was like, anyone under the sound of my voice, I would encourage anyone that want to grow, that want to not just grow, but connect. See, you want to connect to the right people so you can continue to grow. And being my highlight was being at the table with you and Dr. Willie Jolly. That was my highlight, because I wouldn't have been able to do that on my own. And so people have to get connected to you so they can find their next connection to
Mm-hmm.
continue to connect.
Mm-hmm. And you did the video and your sizzle reel, because we've been working on this reel of yours, and you speak all the time. And so you would put together, I got some clips and I'm gonna put it together. And you would send it to me. I was like, ooh. I said, but the sound is not modulated right. I said, this sound is this and that. And I was like, I said, you have too much in you to not have a good video reel. And that was the thing that I really saw that you did, that you crush your reel. So whenever there's an RFP for someone to speak or that kind of thing, because you had the photos. The photos are, you know how to put all that together, but we have photos there as well. But one of the things is that reel, now you can take it 2 minutes, 30 seconds, and you can send it off to RFP. And basically you have stories, you have media, people can Google you, they'll see your story, your Women's Journal, your New York, blah, blah. So you have all these media hits, plus the event, plus the sizzle reel that shows a snapshot of how you sound, not just podcasts, but the actual how you sound and how you deliver. And the media interview that you did with Christy as well at the press club. that part. So you actually that part is that. And then, this is just one of the ones where you're on Speakers Magazine, but that one we've got to change it because now you're Dr. Laticia Nicole Beatty. So that's
Yes.
your PhD. So we got to change that. But that is one of the things I just want to make sure that people understand. It's not just a photo shoot and videos, but you actually get training and support afterwards for your brand. If you want to rebrand, how is that going to look? Because we were rebranding you in motion
Right.
because you had a lot of
Right.
things that you wanted to do. And it was like, well, what's the main thing? And then I think once you got clear on that, that's when it started taking off.
That's when it started taking off. And I want to say that I would get speaking engagements that were trying to, find me and want me to send them a reel, and I didn't have it to send, or I had this little cheesy reel, and that can make you and break you. Like I'm just saying, that can make you and break you if you're just going to Fiverr and you're trying to get them to make it, out of bits and pieces that you've recorded over your phone. Don't do it because the sound quality is horrible. You want That's why I thank God for you.
Two camera
You
shot.
you
Hmm.
Right, you want a two camera shot and you want it to be professional. You want to be professional, not something somebody put together for what you took on your phone. And Dr. Pam will make sure she'll get you all the way together. That's all I can say.
That's one of the things I will. It's like, nope, that's not right. We're gonna fix that because I care about everybody's brand. Everybody has a different calling. Everybody has a different way. Because Dexter's coming this year. Dexter didn't come last year because his father passed, but Dexter's coming this year. He was in Brand Accelerator with you, and his is real estate, and he's very clear. He's a faith-based financial mentor, so his talk will be different, and even his connections will be different. But because I know the clarity where he is, I'll know where to set him, who to put him with, what shows to go on. Because when you're there, Vicky, did you go on Vicky's show, Vicky Johnson's show?
I did.
Vicky's show. Vicky is like the best interviewer I have ever seen. I mean, she's been in the game for so long. She was with BET and that sort of thing, but she's the best interviewer. And then Kelly, he was just on Fox at the DNC. I just saw him, doing that, but his show is America's Hope. I mean, the people that I know where your segment should go, I'll know where to put you there, but you have all the assets there, and I don't have to like try to figure out, okay, well, let me send this headshot. No, that headshot doesn't work. Or let me make sure I redo their bio. Or I need a one sheet. Oh, they don't have a one sheet. Okay, now I got to
Oh
send
boy.
the one sheet. It's like, okay, so now
And you
you
want it
have everything.
updated. Update she will tell you to update your one sheet. Your prices should not be the same back in 2000 for 2024. Okay. Like I said, she'll get you all the way together. And Dr. Sharon Morton, like that was another one that was an amazing interview.
Yes, yes. Sharon is Sirius XM. She will be there again this year. She definitely will be there. But one of the main things that I want people to understand, Speak Sell Shine is not just 2 days with me and Ryan, but it's a journey afterwards to make sure that your brand is solidified so that you leap into 2025 really with a plan, all the assets, all the connections to do what you need to do. So one of the things we go through the sheets, how I was giving everybody the sheets, right? So we were going through them. It's like, write out your plan. What are the 10 media hits? And I always say, if it's not written, if it's not real. So I make everybody write out what it is that they want to do. I look at it and it's a small group. So I know individual people who's in there, what they need to do. So it's not going to be a mass class because sometimes you have a class that's so big, some kids will sit in the back of the class and then the teacher never sees them. But this is everybody's in the front seat. So I know what everybody's doing. And when I see that, even if Anita Powell is speaking, I just saw one of your cohorts. She's speaking virtually, I think, in Thailand. And she probably gets the most improved out of the cohort because she has been on fire this year. I have never seen her speak. She has her own tribe and everything, but I had to pull her out in order for her to speak just with the cohort at the beginning. And she's like a poet and can rap and rhyme on the dime. I'm like, girl, you got some.
And she was amazing.
But the event took it so that she saw that she was amazing. And now she went into 2025 and she's just killing the game. I was like, okay. You could do it. You could do it. So I just want to say thank you so much. We got 5 minutes. And if anybody has any questions, I saw that Marilyn joined us. I'm trying to figure out how to work this Zoom. If you have any questions, just let me know. But I'm going to let you go, Dr. Laticia Nicole. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you.
You're
Hopefully you can
welcome.
come to the
Bye.
reunion too as well. But I'll send you
I'm
information tomorrow.
there. Okay.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. So that is what Speak Sell Shine is about. It is all the way in Washington, D.C. at the National Press Club and at the Howard Theater. I have people take a quiz to understand those are the 10 baseline things that you need. So if you take that quiz and you got like 7 or 8, you should be all the way up to 10 because those are the main things you're going to have a takeaway in. So speaksellshine.com, that's where you go to find out more information, network with top media people, get insights from Brian and myself. And also we put you on stage and do a whole photo shoot. And you walk away roughly with almost about 100 photos and video because we have a guy that's doing our BTS footage for you, behind the scenes photo of you as well. So if you don't have any questions, that is it. Do you have any questions? If not, you can always email me at Pam@PamPerryPR. All right, with that, I will talk to you later. Thank you. God bless. Hope to see you October 8th and 9th in DC.